Follow me. Now I'm going to talk this way for a reason, because I want you to listen to me and I want you to understand me. I'm T Street Controversy. That's what I call myself. And this show is called T Street Controversy Live. So what I'm going to say is right now, it is 9:08 Eastern Standard Time. I cover boxing. There's a reason why you're going to say, oh, this is not the real HBO 24/7. This guy tricked me. Why did he put HBO 24/7 Pacquiao versus Algieri full episode 1? No. No. That is not what it says. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I do my videos live, but... excuse me. And I know it's rude, but I want you to follow me. Once again, it is 1 minute, 10 seconds into the video. I want you to know that I am T Street Controversy, and I call this show T Street Controversy Live, and I cover boxing. All my videos, boxing articles, even boxing interviews. If you want to doubt my credibility, boxing interviews are below. Go look at Real Combat Media. It's the first link in the description box. Just click it. So I'm going to give you a few seconds. I'm going to stop. You click the link, and then we're going to talk. Because the first thing people are going to say is, who is this guy talking about? So, you should be back by now, and I'm going to say, listen, I'm a boxing fan. No more, no less. So when it comes to a guy like Manny Pacquiao, then when it comes to a guy like Paul Butler, I am a boxing fan. So I want to say that when it comes to Emmanuel Depidran Pacquiao, son of Dasania Pacquiao, the voodoo... I cover boxing. So what I'm going to say is this, listen. You got this guy right here. Yes, I know you see my shrine, because before I did this video, I got to be perfectly honest with you. I was going to sacrifice him. I got some chicken bones, some dog fur. I couldn't get no virgin blood, so I got some 2% milk, and I was going to put a hex on him. That is Chris Algieri, the WBO 140-pound junior welterweight champion, 20-0 with 8 KOs. 8 KOs. Follow me. 8 KOs. Now, if you see Manny Pacquiao versus Timothy Bradley 2, the rematch, you would know that Manny Pacquiao defeated Timothy Bradley clean. But you had Manny Pacquiao's Mama Pacquiao, in the crowd with the... I'm going to say this. I sell fights. Think of this as a level of being like a novice promoter. So I have statistical data that will prove that I create new boxing fans every day. Why? Is because I'm just like you. I'm just a boxing fan. However, I went to college. I studied drama or theater, speech, marketing, which is business administration. And now I finally found use for all that. But you know how when you study algebra, people say, well, you're going to know how to use algebra. I don't know how I use algebra in this point in life. I don't know how I use it. You know? And I always think to myself, like, I never need to take no fucking algebra classes. And I'm sorry for swearing. But once again, this is T Street Controversy, and this is T Street Controversy Live. And with videos like this, because, see, I know. And I'm going to tell you right now, it is October the 1st, 2014, that this video will most likely go to 70, 75, 80, 90,000, maybe even 100,000 views. So I want you to understand everything I'm saying in this video. I'm an African-American Manny Emmanuel Dapper Pacquiao fan, 56-5-2, the WBO 147-pound champion. And the last time he lost to someone that he hasn't defeated before was 1999. I don't know how to pronounce his first name, and I forgot how to pronounce his last name. It's Singh something, and I forgot how to pronounce it. But he was knocked out in the third round in that fight. Then the next fight he lost was in 2005 against Eric Morales. Then the next fight he lost after that was, guess what, 2012 against Timothy Bradley. Then he was knocked out the same year by Juan Manuel Marquez. So what I'm saying is, yes, you have 47-0 with 26 knockouts. But at the same time, I said in previous videos that I'm not going to be pointing the finger. I'm not going to be... I just want the fight to happen. So look at me and look at my sunglasses and look at my hoodie and look at my hat tilted to the side, and I want you to look at me and say, this guy's trying to do his best to make sure this fight is happening. I got candles. Where did this foliage come from? Outside in front of this building. This is a bulletin board. For people ever wonder, like, why is the walls always yellow? This is a bulletin board. This used to be a classroom that I'm in right now. This is not my mama's basement. That's Chris Algieri, the WBO 140-pound junior welterweight champion. That's 3 $100 bills. Not counterfeit. Those are 2 black candles because Ruslan Provodnikov said he was going to light candles for his ass. As Ruslan Provodnikov lights candles for everyone who he fights. So, what I'm trying to say is, this has been 7 minutes into the video. I'm trying to get you people to understand what I'm here for. And it's only on platforms like this when I know the videos are going to get a lot of hits. And it's not because I'm doing some tomfoolery in the titles or anything. It's just that, listen, I challenge people on YouTube to process what they read, but also realize that YouTube is for people like me. YouTube. These corporations, Showtime, CBS, HBO, they're barging in on what was created for us. Once again, on T Street Controversy, this is T Street Controversy Live. Let's get into boxing. Chris Algieri is in the way. There has been heavy speculation that Manny Emmanuel Dapper Pacquiao will be taking on Floyd Mayweather in 2015 in a 2-fight deal that would generate anywhere between $500 to $700 million. And guess who's in the way? Chris Algieri. Now, listen, Chris, listen. If you're watching this video, Chris Algieri, listen. I have no issues with you personally. You're probably going to wonder why I'm wearing the sunglasses. It's because I had to use these eye drops and I get these eye boogies into my eyes when I wake up or take naps. And my eyes are like really fucked up and yellow. Because I have blood clots in my eye. Because I have really, really bad asthma. And health insurance is expensive. This right here is called Symbicort. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. It's $399. I have one of them right here. But then guess what? I have 2. So when it comes to boxing, the sport of boxing, I am going to be a boxing promoter one day. And when it comes to calling fights, I don't gamble. So when it comes to calling fights and predicting who's going to win and who may not win, I have to watch sometimes the worst of the worst of fights, ladies and gentlemen. And when I say, when it comes to Chris Algieri, all the fights that are available to watch, I have watched. Chris Algieri is good. Chris Algieri is a threat. I'm not just saying this. Listen, I'm a Pacquiao fan. Listen to me. Say what you want about me being a hater on Floyd, maybe whatever the case may be. I'm a boxing fan, but I'm a Pacquiao fan. But I look at it, Chris Algieri is a threat. Chris Algieri is a legitimate threat. And that's why when I do my preview of HBO 24/7 Pacquiao versus Algieri episode 2. No, the first episode. I'm going to sacrifice him. So, like I said, I'm going to get some dried chicken bones. I got some, but the dog will most likely eat them. I'm going to try to get some virgin's blood. Yes, I'm joking, but I'll probably substitute it for 2% milk. I'm going to get some dog fur. And I'm going to go dark arts on his ass. You know why? Because with the progression that I've been making on YouTube, I want to go to Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, the super fight. And right now, if it is true that it's going to happen in 2015, he is in the way. He is in the way. Those candles, $259 plus tax each. And I'm cheap and shit. I'm one of the cheapest men alive. I swear to you, I'm one of the cheapest people alive. They call it frugal. But at the same time, it will pay off. You know what this $300 is for right here? It's because I promised my subscribers when I was on that channel down south that I was going to have a exotic dancer, stripper on the show. And what is wrong with my camera? And what that means is that, listen, it's not about disrespecting women. It's about making a woman's dream come true. And what I mean by that is, let me explain. Sometime during my coverage of Pacquiao versus Algieri, all the way until the fight happens, I'm going to have an exotic dancer on here. So what I do is, each episode of HBO 24/7, the first one, by the way, let me explain it before I even go any further. The first one is going to be premiering at about 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, after Bernard Hopkins versus Sergey Kovalev, November the 8th. I'm going to be at that event, but no matter what, I'm going to listen, no matter what. So, what I'm saying is that, how can I put it? I'm just trying not to ruffle any feathers. And I know, you know, what the personality I have and everything. He's in the way, and I don't want to be biased, and I don't want to say, listen, he's going to lose and everything. I'm trying to look at it from both sides. You know, and that's why I'm stuck right now. I'm trying to look at it from both sides. And I know that he can box. And I know that he's very smart. And if you don't know, he's on his way to being a boxer. A doctor. So even if you look at his Instagram or his Twitter and his Facebook, nothing has changed between now and before he defeated Ruslan Provodnikov. Now, honestly, to be perfectly honest with you, my tooth is killing me. I've been saying it before in many videos. So I'm trying to keep the video going. Just give me some time. I just want no more interruptions in the future as far as Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. Floyd Mayweather is going on 38 years old. Manny Pacquiao, December the 17th, will be 36 years old. This is what we talked about 4 years ago, something that we didn't want to happen. These fighters are getting old and they're fighting each other. And it's like, oh, well, he didn't fight the prime, such and such. Yeah, nah. Now, when it comes to Juan Manuel Marquez, I have to address this. Juan Manuel Marquez did not want to fight. Period. And even if it's not him, it's his manager, longtime confidant, Nacho Beristain. He didn't want to fight. Because the way that fight ended, Marquez was on his way to being knocked out or TKO'd for the first time in his career. Now, once again, the reason why I'm talking like this is because I want you to understand me. I want you to listen to me. I want you to follow me. This could be Manny Pacquiao's last fight. His last fight. Now, we know he signed the deal with Bob Arum, but realistically, if he loses to... it's over. Because that means he lost to a boxer. Now, Chris Algieri is 5'10". The last time Pacquiao fought someone as tall was Antonio Margarito. Antonio Margarito wasn't a boxing. Antonio Margarito was a slugger, power puncher, pressure fighter. Chris Algieri can box. But when you look at Chris Algieri versus Ruslan Provodnikov put him down. I forgot what round it was. But when he did like the little backflip, me and Chris Algieri, then he got up. Then the second time he got knocked down, he took the knee. Then the eye became like a, I don't know if I should say it, but a vagina. When I see that guy, when I look at him, I think like, he cool dude. I don't wish bad on him. But at the same time, when it comes to history, when it comes to Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather, I don't want Chris Algieri to interfere. And right now he's interfering. Then when you listen to his interviews, when you listen to the initial press conference and the press tour, he's talking greasy. And that means he's talking slick. So imagine there's some grease, chicken grease, fish grease from Thailand or anywhere in Asia, fish oil. Imagine it's somewhere on the floor, right? You walk in, that's Chris Algieri. You slipping all over the place. You're talking greasy. And then when I go check out his Instagram, I see all this healthy ass food. So I think to myself, personally, when I see this healthy ass food, I'm thinking like, he ain't going there to try to knock Pacquiao. He's trying to go in there out boxing. And that's what we don't want. If he goes out there and out boxing, that means Floyd Mayweather can go out there and out boxing better than Chris Algieri ever could. I don't dislike Chris Algieri. I don't want people to ever think like, listen, he's a Chris Algieri hater. I don't dislike him. It's just that when I look at his style, just like I did when I predicted, well, actually, when it came to him fighting Ruslan Provodnikov, I didn't predict anything. I stood on the fence. But what I'm going to say is that if he keeps moving, he has a chance. Punch output, he doesn't have a chance. Manny Pacquiao will outland him. With those 8 KOs he got, he's not going to hurt Pacquiao. When it came to Ruslan Provodnikov, what happened? Ruslan Provodnikov had him in his grasp. Ruslan Provodnikov didn't throw enough punches at all. So Ruslan Provodnikov, if he would have threw 20 more punches, he would have won the fight. So what I'm thinking is when Pacquiao gets Chris Algieri on the ropes, Pacquiao's going to let go. Pacquiao has no choice but to. But then think about it. It's in Macau. 8 KOs in Macau. Now, I'm not sitting here endorsing a robbery and all that. What I'm saying is, the odds are against him. That's all I'm saying is, and let me calm down a little bit. But seriously, since it's the end of the video, listen, I like to have fun on my videos. So I did this video a certain way because I know people probably won't watch it to the end before they start commenting and making all these assumptions and everything like that. Once again, I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. I have a Facebook link right below. T Street Controversy is what I'm going by on Facebook. Long story. All my boxing videos, then the articles of the videos that I do are right below on Real Combat Media. Send a friend request. Please subscribe. T Street Controversy. I cover every single major fight live. Every single episode of 24/7. Every single episode of All Access. T Street Controversy. T Street Controversy Live. Going to take a nap. Curtis Stevens is going to be fighting in about an hour and a half. T Street Controversy. T Street Controversy Live.